Hello, everyone. This is Shaq Wu, your host for Success Edge. Today, I want to talk about why do your capable leader no longer align and loyal to you? If I will ask you a question, what will be the most important asset as you are trying to build your company? What will your answer be? The greatest products in the world? A perfect timing of an opportunity? Maybe it's the perfected system like a McDonald's, or maybe you even say it is capital and money. I can tell you today is none of the above. The biggest asset to your company as you're trying to scale your business, it is your people. Not only people, but capable and loyal people. As a chairman of one of the largest sales force in the insurance industry today, I am dealing with thousands of people and sales leaders on a daily basis. And it's quite challenging. When you have a company growing rapidly like mine, you have to deal with the good and the bad of the business. Many people have asked me to do an episode on why capable and loyal people in their company eventually no longer loyal and align with them. Now the key words are no longer. Meaning these people, they used to be loyal, they used to be capable, they used to be aligned, but eventually, somehow, somewhat, they no longer do so. Now, I want to make a point very clear here. I'm talking about capable, loyal, hardworking, gray heart type of people. I'm not talking about non-productive, negative, lazy, non-type of performers in this episode, all right? And there are a lot of times as you're running a company, running a business, running a sales force, you will realize there are very few of those people existing in your organization. Remember one thing I'm telling you right now, if you don't take care of those people, somebody else will eventually take care of those people. So let's get right into my episode. Today, I want to share with you 6 main pointers why capable and loyal leaders are no longer loyal to you. Pointer number 1, you are trying to take all the credits when you are supposed to give them all the credits. This indeed is the number 1 reason why capable leaders are no longer loyal to you. That's why I put it as pointer number 1. How many of times we have seen people, every time when something goes wrong, almost every single time, they put the blames on other people. But when things are going right and doing well, they immediately and quickly take all the credits. Listen, guys, if you want to keep capable people, you don't want to do that. That would be the biggest mistake of your career. If in a situation where you truly feel that you've done 50% of the work and they did 50% of the work, give them all the credits. The day you become the greatest leaders is when your people say how amazing you are. I'll give you an example. Not only I have to deal with so many people in my company, but 20 years ago, let me tell you something. I had many ex-managers, ex-leaders that used to trade me, that used to work with me. And the reason why I call them ex is because they're no longer working with me. They're no longer overriding me. They're no longer making money out of me. But they could have. Let me tell you the main reason. Is because every time when I achieve something greater, every time when I work so hard to get a bigger plaque and get recognized more, they were emotionally imbalanced. Every time they try to take credit, they never ever want to work, but every time when somebody else done the work, they try to take all the credits or at least 50, 60, 70% of the credits. So if you want to keep anybody who's capable and loyal, who's strong in your organization, remember what I'm saying to you today. Never ever take any credits away from them. Give all the credits to them and let other people talk about how amazing you are, because at the end of the day, remember this, if you're working hard, you put in your heart to help people, people will know it. You don't have to worry about that. Pointer number 2, you are not allowing them to build their own identity. Now, why is that? I have seen so many companies, so many organizations, including mine, leaders who got to the top, they are threatened by their followers, by their leaders, and they simply want to control everything. They want to do everything their way, either my way or the highway. Guys, listen to me. It doesn't work like that. If you want C player, D players to work for you, you can do that. You can control C plus player, D minus player, because they are not as strong as you are. They're not as capable. They will do whatever you ask them to do. But for strong players for strong leaders like Michael Jordan, like Kobe Bryant, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, you need to give them room to grow. There's no difference between the sport arena and the entrepreneurship arena. It's exactly the same. If you want to just keep keeping A players in your organization forever, then think about this. They don't want to work for you for the rest of your life. They want to be able to build their own thing, their own identity. And your job as that mentor is not by threatening by their success, by their identity, by their growth. In reverse, your job is to even allowing them to do so, but most importantly, to assist them to build their identity where their leaders and their followers under them will look up to them and respect them without your involvement. You got that one? That's important. Would Michael Jordan ever want to play for Phil Jackson if Phil Jackson just simply wanted to build a whole franchise under his name? Would Kobe Bryant want to work for Phil Jackson, the same coach, if Phil Jackson simply want to build a franchise where it's all about him? Of course not. To win a great championship, you need a lot of capable and strong leaders. Now, if you don't do that, let's say you don't do that, two things are going to happen. The first thing is going to happen, capable and strong leaders, I'll tell you, they will guarantee eventually either leave you or no longer align with you. Or number two, you'll be so frustrated one day because you have no replacement of leadership. Meaning one day when you're sick, meaning one day if something goes wrong in your company, in your business, you're on a vacation, whatever it might be, nobody else can take your place. Remember, that is the biggest downfall of any company. It's ran by only one or two people. If you want your company to scale, if you want your company's value to go up, you got to have other leaders to replace you when you are no longer there one day. Pointer number 3, you overpromise but underdeliver. You have a big mouth. You talk a lot, but your actions doesn't equal to what you promise. That is a big, big turn off for capable and loyal leaders, all right? How many times have we seen those people who talk a big game, who just come back from a motivational seminar, a convention, or watch an inspirational video. They get all fired up and talk about so big. And then boom, a month down the road, 2 months down the road, 6 months down the road, they're nowhere to be found. They can only work temporary hard, but they can't work hard for 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years. 3 types of people in this world today. Overpromise and underdeliver. That's the first one. You don't want to be like that if you want to keep loyal people under your wing. Number 2, there are people who underpromise and overdeliver. I think at least you need to be number 2, right? You don't say much, but when you perform, when the results come out, it's always bigger than what you say it is. The 3rd type of people is what I call massively successful entrepreneurs. Those are the people who overpromise and overdeliver. Michael Jordan will go to the locker room and talk to all his players, say, look, man, we got to win this championship game. And he actually go out of the locker room and announce it to the world. This game, if you come to the Chicago Bulls Stadium, we're going to guarantee a win. He put all the pressure on himself, and then he go back to the locker room and put pressure on his players. But all the blame, everything will go to him if things goes wrong. So what kind of players are you? What kind of leader are you? Are you an overpromiser and underdeliver type of guy? Or are you an overpromise type of guy and actually overdeliver? If you want to keep capable and loyal people under you forever, you got to be the 3rd one, overpromise and overdeliver. Point number 4, you don't have a big vision or a small vision to begin with. Capable and strong leaders, they are not a big fan of that. They need to be constantly challenged. They want to know what is the next. When they achieve certain level of milestone or certain level of accomplishment, they want to be challenged. They want to get to the next level. They are looking for the right advice, the right strategy, the right solution. What do I need to do better? How can you help me to get to that next level? And if you don't do that, if you think small or you have no vision to show them where are you heading with them in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years, you will eventually lose them. Number 5, this is a big one. You are no longer leading. When people think about the word leadership, they think it's about leading other people first. In reality, it's not. Leadership is never leading other people first. It is all about leading yourself first. So you need to be asking yourself, if you want to lead other strong and capable leaders, if you want to have a Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Tom Brady to play for you, ask yourself a question. If you're asking them to go out and sell, are you having more sales than they are? And if you're asking them to go out and work harder than you, ask yourself, what is your working ethic? If they're putting 10 hours a day, you can't be simply putting 2 hours a day. It's not going to work because they know it, all right? And how about your cash flow? You know, if your followers are making 100 grand, how much are you making? I mean, the most $100,000 earner can lead is somebody who makes $80,000. $100,000 guy cannot lead a guy who's making $250,000 income. So you got to make sure that your cash flow is always sufficient, always ahead of the game, always ahead of your followers, because if you don't, they will eventually wanting to learn from somebody else, right? And how about your cash reserve, your money management, right? Besides making money, are you saving money? You know, are you real rich or you look like you're rich? I mean, this how many people we met today, how many people we seen today that makes some money, but they spend all their money. The easiest way you can go super broke is when you increase your cash flow, you immediately increase your lifestyle. That's how you go super broke. I have seen so many entrepreneurs make that mistake. Stay lean and mean for the first 4 to 5 years. Have enough money so people know that you are real rich, not just temporary rich. Do you show up early and stay late? Or are you always late and leave early, right? Because your people are watching you. Your leaders are not stupid. So the bottom line of the bottom line is strong and capable leaders, they don't like to follow somebody who are weak in those areas that I just talked about. Work ethic, sales, money management, cash flow, discipline. If you don't have those, you can't keep those strong players. I guarantee you that. They're not going to align with you. They might still be in your organization, but they will not align with you. That's what I'm trying to say here. And pointer number 6, lastly, but certainly not least, you are fake and scripted. You're not authentic. You're not real. You're trying to put up a show to impress your followers, man. I've been doing this for 20 years. One thing that I always preach and teach my guys is that use your heart to build your company. And when you say something, match to what you say, all right? There are a lot of people out there, man, they're great speakers, you know, very fancy with their words, but then their action doesn't match it, you know? And there are other people that I know, they feel that if I do one big thing for my leader, if just one big thing, they should follow me for the rest of my life. It doesn't work like that. No way it works like that, right? People don't care about one big thing you do. Listen to me. They only care about all the small, consistent things that you do for them for a long period of time without you being scripted, without you faking it. Just do it from your heart. Because if you do it for a long period of time, your leaders, your capable leaders especially, they will know it because they know it's from your heart. It's not a show. It's not a movie. It's not Hollywood. Then the only way you can gain loyalty from all of your capable and loyal leaders forever, I'm talking about forever, is that you gotta stay real. Real being means that you are able to look at them face to face and able to tell them the truth at the same time, help them to build their identity. Every single time when you're talking to them, they gotta feel that you truly, sincerely care about their success, not just your success. Dude, this is a very, very complicated episode because most people don't understand what I'm talking about in 6 pointers, and eventually they lose big players in the organization. Remember, if you don't follow those 6 pointers I'm telling you today, I will assure you eventually as time passes on, some of your capable leaders will no longer want to work and align with you. And you don't want to do that. So I hope this episode have given you clear understanding and direction what to do, not only to build great and strong, capable leaders, but also retain them. All right, so with that being said, I want to see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take care.